Oi pessoal, tudo bem? Hey guys, how are you? It's Nakatake. Do you guys enjoy Kendo? There are many teachings of Kendo, not only for you to improve your skills, but also to grow as a person. Do you know the words such as Bubufuki, Zen, and Koken Chiai? I have explained these words in my previous videos, so please take a look, although some of them are in Portuguese. There are historical backgrounds for the establishment of these teachings. By understanding history of Kendo, you can enjoy Kendo even more. The history of Kendo and the history of Japan are inseparable. The word Kendo itself began to be used around 1900 when Kendo was introduced into school education. Prior to that, the word Gekken was used to call this martial art. This Gekken was born as a practice method of Kenjutsu for fighting opponents with Katana. Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of Katana. Let's go!
The sword was introduced from mainland China to Japan and has undergone a unique evolution. Around the latter half of the 10th century, it became the shape of Japanese swords, which is carved and has a part called shinogi. Shinogi is the line flowing the thickest part of the sword along its front side. At the time, Japan had many group battles using horses and ships, so the length of the sword was longer than it is now. Around this time, the number of battles began to increase and advanced martial arts were necessary, and where specialists came to be called Tsuamono. Tsuamono were fighting to protect the land of the millionaires. Among them, those who made grave achievement in the war were given the title of Bushi, and also did administrative work. Maybe some of you may have heard the word samurai, but Bushi were samurai who served a lord. However, Bushi couldn't earn the trust of people just by being good at fighting. Therefore, Bushi needed not only to perform swordsmanship, but also to be polite and knowledgeable. The teaching is inherent in modern Japan as represented in words such as Bunbu Ryodo, which means that scholarship is as important as swordsmanship. Guns were introduced to Japan in the middle of the 15th century, and the armor and swords used in warfare became lighter. From the latter half of the 15th century, the number of group battles decreased in Japan, and the sword hunt policy made it possible for only Bushi to own swords. It is said that the introduction of the gun caused the reduction of sword weight, and the number of group battles and one-on-one battles became the mainstream. That also shortened the length of the Japanese sword to the current length. Next, I'd like to talk about evolution of Kenjutsu swordsmanship through repeated peace and war. Thank you.